Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I am Carmen and I own Midnight Foxgrass, which is a small business where we sell crystals, cold cups, scrunchies and other very cute things. So sorry it's been a while, sorry the lighting's bad again, but I am filming this at like 11 o'clock at night because as if any of you have seen my previous videos, I have a full-time job as well as running this business. So yeah, so it's been a little bit difficult, but in today's video I wanted to talk about my packaging. I thought it might be helpful for some other people who have small businesses to kind of get a gist if you're thinking about, well, or if, to be honest, it's more if you're just getting started or if you want to change some bits. Hopefully it might help to show you where I got some stuff. It will hopefully give you some ideas of how to package your products. It's taken me a little while to sort of really figure out how I want to do it. There's some bits that I thought it needed I've not used. It's mostly one item, I'm going to be honest, but to be honest I kind of want to start using it because it's autumn, and funny enough it's actually autumn themed. It's actually a thank you card, but I'll get onto it in a moment. So yeah, I've just realised I had like what looks like the same bedding on for every single video. It's not exactly the same. I've got like 3 or 4 sets of the same one because I feel like it goes in my room so much more. And obviously I'm sitting on the floor now. I think sitting on the floor is just going to be a thing when I do my videos like this. But yeah, so anyway, so I'm going to talk about my packaging, what I use, and basically just talk about because I have changed it. Like, it's been quite difficult because I sell crystals. I've been trying to find the best packaging, but basically I don't want loads of airspace, so I don't want to buy these really massive boxes for like really tiny ones, you know, because I sell tumbles and other small crystals as well as quite large ones. So it's been a journey, definitely, of just trial and error, seeing what I like. To be honest, I actually predominantly I now get my packaging from sort of one shop, whereas I was getting stuff from like Amazon, the place where I shop now. I think I got some stuff off eBay. To be honest, even in physical, like, you know, brick and mortar shops, such as Wilkinson's. Sorry guys if you're not from the UK. Or Wilko for short for us. I don't know what your kind of equivalent would be. I don't know, Target maybe if you're in the US, potentially. I think is it called Kmart in Australia? Correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah, so it's I've got stuff at physical shops. Now some occasionally I will get a couple of bits, like my tape that I take the boxes up, I use paper tape. I went originally from using plastic, which I don't really like. One, is obviously it's bad for the planet. 2, I find that the paper tape is actually stronger. I don't like parcel tape. I think it's actually quite weak considering, but paper tape has been my favourite and I will not go back to using plastic tape. I still have a roll, but that's my backup. Like if I got inundated with orders and I suddenly ran out of paper tape, then I've got that as a plan B, because I don't just waste stuff, I don't just throw it away. So I will use it, if not for my packages necessarily, but just in general. I don't believe in wasting, because it'd be more wasteful if I didn't use it than if I used it. So I'm going to start off with my small boxes. So the first one is I'll get this one from Happy Pack. I love this design, it's so cute. It's like little pumpkins. It's quite a small diddy box, but these are really good for like tumbles that I sell, mini moons that I've got, and various other little pieces. But yeah, it's quite very cute. I love the pumpkin because I love autumn. Autumn is my favourite season. I really like it. Sorry, I'm just going to give you a little adjustment here because my phone keeps wiggling. There we go, I've got you settled. But yeah, as I was saying, really good for the small pieces. It's classified as a large letter. It's 2 centimeters in height, which classes at a large letter, because I send all my stuff by Royal Mail, so I have to fit it in here. But yeah, really good for stuff like that. I really like it. They're super affordable. I really recommend Happy Pack. I'm not going to gatekeep of who I get my packaging from. Where I get my crystals from is another story. I won't tell. People can call it gatekeeping. It's because like so many other people, I spent months researching to find my perfect wholesaler. That I won't, but packaging, I'll happily tell you. So yeah, Happy Pack Official. These are really, really good for the small ones. I do them in some bigger sizes. I would get the bigger sizes, but I generally don't sell enough larger pieces to warrant getting those. So I kind of got the smaller ones, and I will continue to use them. Sorry, I'm just going to put them up here, so ignore that. But I will continue to use them basically until I run out, because again, I don't believe in wasting anything. So, and please forgive me on the next ones because I always forget what sizes these are, but I have these. I haven't made them up just because I can't really store them when they've been made up. But yeah, so I also have this one, but again, it's really, really good for the smaller crystals. They're slightly a bit bigger than the last one, so if I show like the size comparison, you can tell it's a little bit bigger. I mostly got the pumpkin one just because I like the design. I'm going to be honest, I was waiting for ages. Literally, I was there ready to order it literally from the time they released it. Yeah, I have no regrets. But yeah, so this is like big, but again, I sell like put some smaller crystals into here, like bracelets, tumbles, you name it in here. But I have an even bigger version of that. So if somebody got loads and loads of smaller items, I put it in here. I had to do one just recently because someone ordered a lot of tumbles, because some of my tumbles I am selling off for like literally 48p a piece. I'm basically just doing a massive clearance on my website and on my Etsy, so you can literally shop and find loads of really cool stuff there for like literally less than probably what I paid for it. But yeah, no, back to this. So yeah, somebody did a massive order of like tumbles, bracelets, etc. So I ended up using this bit because it didn't need to go into a big parcel, but it fit nicely in this one. And again, if you compare the sizes to that one and then compare the size to that one, so you can see what I mean. So I'll use that for the really big smaller items. Okay, so I'm going to talk about the slightly bigger boxes that I have. Now, I haven't got any proper jumbo ones because all the pieces I fit, pieces I have, sorry, it's been a long day. Pieces I have fit into these two next boxes. So this one here, again, I got this from Happy Pack, and this is perfect. This is the best box I have found for the crystals I sell. So obviously this is going to be no good for some of the statement pieces I have because it is just a tad too small, but I do have some slightly bigger boxes that I got for those specific pieces, because I always knew I was going to have some slightly bigger pieces, so I got some big boxes just in case. Or if there was like a mammoth order, then they'll go in there, but they go in the bigger box, which I'll show you in a second. So this is a 5x5 inch box. It packs my crystals in so well. So I've got really large selenite spheres, aventurine that's on the stand, amethyst on the stand. They will tuck lovely in this box. Best box I've got, and I would definitely always get more of these ones because they are perfect. I've got no complaints against it. It's really good. And yes, I do keep my flat pack as well because I've got nowhere to store maybe made up boxes. The next one is the biggest one. So this is the only one I don't have by Happy Pack. But to be honest, I've had these ones, not necessarily this batch of boxes, because I just long sold out and used all the other boxes, but these big boxes here. So if I fold it down, so these are really good for my statement pieces. I have a very large, well, quite a large amethyst druzy in on my website, and this will fit this perfectly. So it's really good for stuff like that. Or again, if someone does a really big order, then they'll go in here. This will be used for like my cold cups, anything like that. They'll all be tucked in here. The mugs and Lebby cans will probably fit into that box there, just because obviously this one's going to be too large, but they need the cold cups we need to go in here because of course they're quite long and they come with their straws, everything like that. So I need a box big enough. Yeah, I got them off Amazon. Oh my gosh, yeah, so I got them off Amazon. I ended up reordering some because I got quite a few orders that required a big box and I needed them like ASAP. Whereas Happy Pack would take me just a little bit longer to get through. So that was kind of an emergency rush, but I'm glad I still got them. Probably obviously won't get them off Amazon. I probably will go with Happy Pack and get more of them instead of getting them off there. But they were really, really good just because I really sort of needed them. And again, I won't be wasting them. They will still stay there for the time. So yeah, so that's my boxes. And now we're going to move on to the next part. Okay, so the next part I'm going to talk about is actually like when I wrap my up my crystals or any other item that I sell, because I don't just sell crystals. That is the biggest part of my business, but again, like I said, I sell cold cups, scrunchies and other cute little bits. I have some tote bags. My entire Halloween range is out, so I've got loads of scrunchies. Most of them are on my Etsy store. They do have free UK delivery, which is amazing because I always want to offer free delivery to people because, you know, times are hard and you want cute stuff without the extra fees. So anyway, yeah, so they're all out, so you can go and check them out on midnightfoxcrafts.square.site, or find out if you are into the scrunchies, head off to my Etsy because predominantly they are all on there. And I may or may not have a glow-in-the-dark one. That's really cool. Obviously, expose it to UV light. That's how it works. If you're not sure really how UV sort of works. Glow-in-the-dark, basically. But anyway, so as it comes to wrapping, I still do use bubble wrap, reluctantly. Obviously, it's not as good for the planet. I do plan to use the paper wrap. I don't know if you've seen like the honeycomb one. It is so satisfying. Don't you think popping bubble wrap is satisfying? Stretching the honeycomb is beautiful. Highly recommend. But yeah, so I do reuse bubble wrap from my wholesaler because again, I don't believe in waste, and at least it protects the crystals, which is what I want. But I want to move on to using just paper wrap rather than bubble wrap. So I'll finish using the bubble wrap and then I will go on to using the paper. So I haven't got obviously bubble wrap to my hand because everyone pretty much knows what bubble wrap is. Nothing special about that. But this is, if you haven't seen it already, is the paper honeycomb. And ready? Can you hear that? How satisfying is that? Love that. So yeah, so I've got some of this. So that's what I will be hopefully wrapping all of my orders in the foreseeable future. I have started doing it already. So if you place any orders, chances are you'll see some of that. So that's what I use to protect my crystals and any other items that are fragile and need a little extra protection. But of course, I've got to go for my colours and I've got to go for pink. I use lots of tissue paper. I got this big bundle. I have had this, oh my gosh, I've had this for ages. But it's because I used to buy my tissue paper from somewhere else. Don't do that no more. I bought this from Happy Pack. I can't remember, I think I got like 100 sheets of it for, don't quote me, about £6.99, something like that. It was anywhere sort of between £4 to £6, you know, ish. But I use this in every single order to wrap. So if you order a tote bag, I will kind of wrap it in here, put a nice little sticker on it to keep it nice and clean for you. Packages like includes crystals will be wrapped in this. Everything will always have a nice bit of tissue paper just to keep it all nice, and also it looks really, really pretty. Who doesn't love a bit of tissue paper? And also you can reuse it for presents that you wrap. See, I don't think about these things. Another thing that I use is stickers, like so many other businesses. I got these ones done. Obviously, that might be reversed for you guys, but I got these done by Vistaprint quite a while ago, actually. It's because I ordered quite a few, actually, just to keep me going for a while. So I still have a few left. But I ordered them off there just because it was really quick. To be honest, they're the first ones I've ever done. But yeah, I really, really like it. It's nice for a bit of branding. I even put them on bags when I do craft markets. So just for my whole branding, so people like know, I go, oh, where have you been? Where's that stall? Over there. You know, she's over there. Midnight Fox Crafts, blah, blah, So yeah, and you'll see that logo everywhere, so it'll be recognized, like it's all on my social media, it's the same logo. So of course I done it on my stickers like every other business. But also another little fun one that I've added just recently are these little pumpkin stickers, because I love autumn and autumn's coming. So yeah, I've kind of added these on, and again that was all part of their new range, and I was like, I don't really need them, but I kind of want them. So that was a bit of an impulse purchase. I just thought they looked cute with the packaging, because I'm a sucker for a matching set. But yeah, other ones I'll use are the little thank you ones. You've probably seen these because they are sold in multiple places. I got these off Amazon. Oh my gosh, I have had these stickers for like the longest time, because they ended up giving me 2 reels, and I think there's like 1,000 stickers on each roll. So I've got a lot, like, yeah, and I've done quite a few orders in my time, but look how much I've still got left, and that's on 1 roll. I have the pink version that they've also given me, and again, they're still really, really full. Not complaining them, because that means I don't have to replace the stickers every 5 minutes. I would love to get some personalised ones, but again, that might be after I've finished these rolls, which is probably going to take me a little while. But yeah, so that's what I do for those. I also have, for tumblers that I sell, I made my own little stickers. So I actually got this off Etsy, the actual file, but I've printed them off because I have a thermal label printer which I don't have to hand, but it's one of the best investments I ever made, because it doesn't require ink, so it really saves you a lot of money, because my printers ran dry, like proper dry, after all the labels I printed out. So I've still got to try and source some new ink for my printer just in case. But yeah, so this is like the tumbler care kit. Really easy to do. I use this on my thermal label printer, so because that's what I sell, so I can attach that and pop them in the boxes from there. But they're really, really good, and their measurements are 4x6. I got these, so here's the actual label themselves. This is what I was going to move on to, from Amazon again, because I actually ordered my thermal printer off Amazon. It's the, do you know what, I can never pronounce it. I think it's a Femio or something like that. So because everyone's got mum beans and I didn't, because unfortunately I couldn't afford that back then, even though I've had it really good. Obviously one day, you know, if I'm getting ordered like left, right and centre, I will probably invest in one just for a high quality print. But at the moment, my little one does exactly what I need it to. She's great. She hasn't done me dirty. She works when I need her to. And to be honest, the quality is pretty good. So I am happy with what I've got. And she's also quite compact, so she doesn't really take up much room. Another thing I was going to talk about is also that I add in. So this isn't the, sorry, this is not the thank you cards I have got. For some reason I decided not to pick up my actual ones, but I have these autumn ones which I intend to start using, because again it's autumn months. It'll go really, really nice with the packaging that I have. But yeah, I have a set of thank you cards, and again I got them off Happy Pack. Honestly, they're really good. They have some really nice designs. Like, I love that. That is so cute. Love that. So I highly recommend getting some of them. So again, they're not my actual ones, because stupidly I forgot to pick them up, but you get the idea. So I still haven't, and that actually reminds me, I need to order some more of mine. Thanks for reminding me, guys. So also, I nearly need to update this, but this is my business card. Obviously, again, sorry if it's in reverse for you guys. But yeah, so I've got some of these. I really need to update these, just solely reason being because now I have my own different website. I need to include it on there. But again, I don't waste nothing. All my social media is the same. So I pop these in with every order. So if people want to follow me on social media, please do. I'll put all my links in the bottom below so you can follow me, because I'll do product updates, sales, everything like that will all go on my social media, particularly Instagram. So if you get my Insta follow, that is where I update it the absolute most. Okay, so this is the final bit of my packaging and what I use. So again, like I said earlier, I use paper tape. I actually think I got this from Wilko, I'm gonna be honest. It was really affordable because usually paper tape costs an absolute fortune. Not that I regret spending money, because obviously it helps the planet because it's 100% recyclable, but yeah, it's quite expensive. But you know, shop about, but Wilko is pretty good, so I got that. Where else I got it from? Oh my gosh, I got it from somewhere else and I've just completely forgotten. It was there 1 minute, and if I remember, I will update in the next video. But yeah, so that's what I use. I don't use plastic unless I literally run out of that one. But paper tape is the way to go, guys. It is actually really strong. I was so impressed when I first got it. And last but not least, I use this fragile tape as well, because the fragile stickers are rubbish on my boxes. They come straight off. So I needed something that was like, would stay on. So how I would do it, I would get it. So it's like it was the most square box that I showed you earlier. I would, you know, do all my packaging, seal it up, blah, blah, blah. I cut a length off and I would tape over it so you can see the fragile bit on the sides. Just so the crows know it's fragile, because the red stickers constantly keep coming off and it's so frustrating. Because, you know, again, like I said, I sell crystals predominantly. I don't want people to get their crystals broken. Like, I would be so upset if I had a crystal I've been waiting for and it came broken because the crows just sort of yeeted it, you know, and it didn't have no sticker or anything on it. But yeah, so that's why I package my packages the way I do. You'll find them, they're very, very secure. I will go over them a couple of times with the tape. Just after, sadly, one incident, yeah, it was quite sad. I had a customer message me going, yeah, I've basically received an empty box, like it had been opened. So I am very, very particular how I package. So if you do order from me, you will see it is very well packaged. Please don't be deceived by the outside. The outside looks like one thing, but I really take good care of how I present it on the inside. It's just because of that one incident, and I just don't want it to happen again. I don't want people's stuff to go AWOL, you know, because someone decided to help themselves to it. But yeah, so that's the reason I package mine the way I do. So yeah, so that is my quick video, or probably not quick video because you know I talk, on what I use to package my orders. Hopefully next one I might do a quick rundown of kind of what the crystal sort of side, because I've kind of briefly shown them, but I haven't really gone sort of in depth of the kind of stuff that I sell for those who are interested. So hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Thank you to all my new subscribers. I couldn't believe it, like they just seem to be like loads of people just pop up all of a sudden. I just doubled. So yeah, thank you very much for joining me, and hopefully I will see you in the next one. And definitely go check out Happy Pack. All right, take care. Bye guys.